Hi, Ed Sowell here. I'm going to demonstrate here a method of controlling who gets to judge which class in a concourse. So let's launch the application and open an existing concourse and one that I happen to be working on right at the moment. This is the San Diego Club 2018 concourse. And at this moment, which is about two weeks away from the event, we have 21 entries, and by coincidence, 21 judges. So what we're talking about here now is pick a particular class in here, for example, the CO5E1, which is a Series 1 E-type class championship. And the question is, which of these judges will be chosen to uh, uh, which of these judges will be chosen to judge particular classes. Now, uh, when I did the entries of all of these judges, I uh, did the settings that would allow any judge to judge any class, and the result of that to build the schedule based on that assumption, and then view that schedule. And we see, looking at the schedule by class layout, we see that for CO51 that it's chosen these three people: Dick Savicki, Charlie Hallams, and Mike Zavos. And Charlie's an expert in E-types, but I'm not so sure about Dick and Mike. There might be better people here, for example, Mark Mayuga or somebody. But anyway, uh, this is the team that the program automatically came up with, and the question is, can we improve on that? The answer is yes, and there are three different ways of doing that. In this particular video, I'm going to do that by upfront simply disallowing this class for Dick Savicki. So let me uh, get out of this view, which is about the generated schedule, and go back to the main menu. And under the edit command, I'm going to look at the judge submenu and then the change. And I'm going to pick Dick Savicki here. And right now, all of these check marks here means that he is going to be allowed to judge in that class. So if I just click on that to deselect it, that means that Dick won't be allowed to judge in the CO5E1 class. So if I save that now, this confirms that he's done it, and I'll click finished here. And now I'm going to have to rebuild the schedule here because there's been a change, and this confirms that it's been built. And now to look at the results, view and schedule by class, and now we see that the program has come up with an entirely different team. Charlie Hallams is still there, but it's selected Nightswanger and Mayuga, and this is really quite surprising because all three of those people are highly qualified to judge in E-types. So the technique worked. If our only purpose was to make sure that Dick didn't judge in this class, and I don't mean to disparage Dick. He probably knows more about E-types than I do. But it certainly did that. He's not judging in that class anymore. But the problem with this technique, that is, back out of this again and come over here, this business of trying to control who judges which class by selectively identifying in this panel who can judge what class, is that it's is an awkward tool at best, and it's the let me just say that there's yet another way that's far better of doing it. If your goal is to select the very best, in your opinion, team of judges for a particular class, there's a better way of doing it. Um, the one hazard of using this method, and it's very important that you realize this, is that it's entirely possible that if you for every single judge in the concourse, if you pre-select which classes you think he should be allowed to judge in, you may well be creating an impossible problem, and that is that if you if as a result of your disallowing particular judges from judging particular classes, if some concourse class winds up short of 3 judges, then the program can't possibly build a schedule on that. So uh, this method should be used. Its true purpose is to reflect uh, the wishes of the judges. Like if there's some judge that says, uh, I absolutely detest judging in the preservation class. Uh, that can very easily be done by this, and uh, um, and that's the best way of doing it. But you just want to use the tool um, uh, cautiously because it can lead you into trouble. So uh, I'm going to bring this video to close, and I'm going to now do one that tells you how to do it by creating um, uh, a custom judging team. So let me back out of here, and I'm going to say no here because I don't want to save the results of what I just did. And so this video is over. Please watch the next one on building the custom judging teams.